everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today I am joined by my friend Rob again, and we have sitting in front of us a really hard to get, really special beer that obviously probably doesn't need any introduction.
Especially in our area here, we were lucky to get the one bottle that we did.
Yeah, and did you get this in a trade or did you order it? I can't remember.
I had to order it from California, and it was posted on the internet that Windy City Liquor got their shipment in within 20 minutes, and a one bottle limit. They had 10 left out of 250.
So he got a really limited one, and this is fresh. Like, this is not even a month old at this point. It was
bottle
the
is
8th,
dated
right?
3/8/13, and today is 3/29.
So not even a month. Extremely fresh. So really stoked to be trying Russian River Pliny the Elder. Obviously we can't get younger because it's only on tap. But you want to do the honor, sir?
I don't know if I'm ready to drink it.
You better be ready to drink it. But yeah, so you want to serve this at about 55 degrees. We have it a little bit colder, but we're really fucking anxious to drink this, obviously. And this is 8% ABV, so on the slightly lower end for an Imperial IPA. But that's okay. As you guys know, really hard to get, and I can't believe we finally bottled this, because it's, even people in California can't always get this, so really, really cool.
How do you like your head?
I like a lot of head. Mucho head.
Yeah.
Sweet. Alright, so that pours out a really nice, clear, almost like a golden yellow. It's about a finger worth of white head.
You ready? Really trying.
Yeah. You ready to take a first sniff? Cheers.
Oh wow.
Wow, tons of citrus. Like
Pine Blast.
Like
too.
you get like you get a huge amount of like some nice tropical fruits. Like I get like mango, pineapple, grapefruit, some pine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna drink it, I'm just gonna smell it.
Oh wow, it smells dank too. Like it smells incredibly dank. This somewhat reminds me of Stone and Joy by, I think. Like, but maybe more of a citrus blast, I think, because there's like some nice orange peel to it.
If you're familiar with the Ohio brewery Fatheads, it gives you a little bit of the aroma of Headhunter.
A little bit of Headhunter, yeah.
Definitely more fruity.
Wow.
Headhunter is straight dank piney blast, and this is nice.
This smells awesome, dude. I can't wait to take a sip. Let's go ahead and do it. Wow. Even being slightly cold, that is a hot bomb. Like, I get a ton of tropical fruit. Like, there's some really nice pineapple. There's, like, a little bit of almost apricot, I think. Some grapefruit,
Definitely
pine.
grapefruit.
A little bit of, like, orange peel, almost. Really nice. And there's actually a decent amount of some really biscuity, bready malts in the backbone. Like, it's not as bitter as I would have thought.
No,
like, it's not bitter at all. But it's
extremely clean. And
it's it almost has a slightly like creamy mouthfeel. It's not real drying in my opinion. Wow. Yeah, it is very clean. And personally, I don't get any alcohol. No, I can't taste it, can't smell it. I don't even feel like a burn going down. And this is the first beer of the night, okay? So it's not like we're drunk. But yeah, damn.
We're not that drunk.
This is smooth for 8%. Wow.
Let's do a little warming action.
Yeah, this is really, really tasty. Just a huge hop bomb, but it's balanced. It's not like crazy, like over the top. Like it's not something like Arctic Panzerwolf or like, Hop Slam where it's just really bitter, tons and tons of hops. It's balanced. It's a very balanced Imperial IPA.
Now, do they classify this as an Imperial?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's definitely a lot lighter than most Imperials I've tasted.
Yeah, it's got a very light body. And like the mouthfeel is slightly creamy. It's not all that like, it's not as crisp and drying as a lot of them are.
It could definitely pass for a single.
Yeah, I know, right? If it weren't for the alcohol, this would be.
Blind test, it could pass for less ABV and definitely a single.
I mean, yeah, okay, for instance, if I had this and I didn't know what it was, I would assume it was probably about 6.5%.
It masks
Tops.
It masks the 8% quite well.
Very well. Wow. Well, for rating, what would you say?
Well, we're going out of 5, correct?
Correct.
You know, I have to say, and I think it goes along the lines of hearing so much about it and anticipating so much.
Huge hype behind this beer.
I was expecting a lot more, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a great beer.
It is. It's very tasty. It's very well made.
It's well rounded, and that's a good way to put it. It's very balanced. Part of a good nutritional breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get it, I'd have one every morning. Probably be a bad idea.
But I would give it a solid 4.
Yeah.
It's definitely not my favorite IPA so far. Definitely not my favorite Imperial, but it's a great beer.
Yeah. I do believe it's overhyped, personally. And, I mean, okay, I know it's like almost a month old, and some people are like, you shouldn't be drinking it after 3 days. Well, fuck you. But, no, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, for me, I agree with you. I'm going to go slightly higher. I was thinking of 4.2 just because I love the citrus, I love the pine, the grapefruit, But at the same time, it's very balanced. That's not necessarily a bad thing. But I do prefer, more of an aggressive beer. It's not particularly bitter. It does have more of a creamy finish. So, I wouldn't say that obviously, it's not a bad beer at all. I think this is great. To go too far out of your way more than once, though, I don't think would be personally worth it. But to try it at least once, I would say order it online like you did, if you can, because it's worth trying.
The good part about it is it's not an expensive beer.
Right.
I think I paid $6.99 for, what is this?
It's, I think, one pint, one ounce.
Yeah, one pint.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's not bad.
510 milliliters.
So it's a little under a bomber, and obviously more than a 12-ounce bottle, but yeah, this is good.
It wasn't expensive. It wasn't hard for me to get. All I did was make a phone call.
Right.
There was the 1 bottle limit, so, I mean, it's worth it if you can find it. But I wouldn't say necessarily hunt and, trade your best stuff for this beer.
I'm about to say, if you can get stuff I don't know, even just stuff like Hop Slam or anything like that, I think that this is amazing, but it's not, perfect material. I think it could be more bitter, and I do believe that there could be a little less malt. That being said, great beer.
And we have to add as a sidebar that it was bottled 21 days ago.
Yeah.
So that's one thing.
It's not as fresh.
The other is that it was shipped from California. So
True.
We don't know if heat and temperature took effect on it while it was being shipped.
That's true. And I'm sure having this on tap is probably better too. But good beer and definitely worth trying. But yeah, that does for this beer review, guys. And remember, if you want to see any particular beer review, just leave me a message and I will try and get to that. Alright, we're going to get back to polishing these off, and I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer.
Cheers.
Cheers.